Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope all my brothers and my sisters are safe and well out there with this virus that's actually going on. Okay, I'd just like to go straight into it, and the topic for today will be um, what actually changed me and brought me closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and how my life actually changed. I was actually born and bred up in England. Um, Obviously, when you're a youth, when you're a teenager, you make a lot of mistakes in your life. Your parents actually tell you a lot of things to do when you actually don't do them. But slowly but surely, when you get older, you get wiser and you get a bit more aware of how the world is out there. Um, People out there, myself, I I was out there with a lot of social people and mixing in with a lot of different crowds. And then I thought to myself, I'm not finding peace in going out. I'm not finding peace in listening to music. I'm not finding peace of going out and spending a lot of time with my friends out there. Then what actually happened was I just felt ill one day, really ill. I mean, I was bedbound for about 2 weeks, and I was actually working for a very high company, and I wasn't an indoor person. I needed to be out and about and socializing with a lot of people because of my job. So unfortunately, I was bedbound. So I just thought to myself, okay, instead of looking at four walls and looking outside my window when I could, and I just thought, right, okay, what do I need to do from here? So I managed to ask one of the members of my family to get me the Quran Sharif from downstairs. My wife actually brought the Quran Sharif upstairs for me, and the one that she brought was translated in English. So I thought to myself, okay, let me just tackle this and let me just see what this Quran is actually saying to me. So the way I read the Quran was I blocked everything out, the whole world out, everything that was going, even my illness. I wasn't even concerned about my illness at the time. Just dedicated myself and focused on what does Allah, what does the Almighty, what does the Creator want from me. So when I read the Quran, believe it or not, I read it within 3 weeks, and I was in a state where I could not put that Quran down, and Alhamdulillah, I completed the English Quran in 3 weeks. But when I was actually reading the Quran, there was some bits and pieces that I didn't actually understand. So me being me, I read it once again from the beginning, and slowly but surely, when I was reading it, I was actually picking up things that I missed the first time I was reading it. And Alhamdulillah, from there, I really, I can't say I really understood, but I knew that there was another part and another moral in my life than just waking up, going to work, paying the bills, getting the children from school, bringing them back. And although I looked at this as a blessing from my Lord, that He gave me a roof over my head, blankets on my bed, my children, my wife, it was all a blessing. But the main reason and the character that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made me into now is just doing His worship. That's the main reason what He says in the Quran to actually do, is to just worship the one Lord and believe in His creation and believe in His blessings that He's given every human being out there with health, and by breathing. When you take one breath in and exhale out, even in that there's a blessing that the heart cannot beat without his permission. So after I read the Quran, I wanted to know the reason why Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a major part with the Quran. So I got better after a month, and I went into one of the Islamic shops and I asked for Muhammad, peace be upon him's biography. Although the book was very large and very big, and I just want to know what Muhammad, peace be upon him, life was about, and when he was small, and what happened to him, he losing his mom when he was 6 years old, then losing his uncle, then losing his wife, and all the calamities that happened to Muhammad, peace be upon him. Then I thought to myself, well, that's the Prophet of Muhammad, peace be upon him. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's messenger, his most beloved messenger. So if he went through that hardship, who am I? I am not even a hairpiece of Muhammad, peace be upon him. So why am I worried about my life and my struggles in life? Once I read that, I then got the 99 Names Book of Allah, and I started to do my own zikr. So I used to read